Hello friends, now let us take up the second concept in our training session 4 of OFG. This is all about command line arguments. Using command line arguments, we can give input data to a program. Already I have explained 4 types of giving input to a program. The first one is set data method. Second one is user defined constructor. Third one is system defined default constructor. Fourth one is initializing instance variables via objects. All that you must understand practically. If you perform programs on them, you can own them. Now, the fifth type is using command line arguments. At command line arguments, as command line arguments, we can give input data to a program, and it can be processed by a program and it gives a result. So far, in every program, invariably we are writing string args, but you do not know the real purpose and meaning of that. If you don't write that, then it leads to error. That's why you must write. Now the time has come to know about this. If you have to give input data as command line arguments, this is used. How it is used, we have to understand practically, thoroughly understand. If you don't understand it properly, once again watch the video, and 3 programs I am giving, just work on that matter of 2 hours or 1.5 hours. Then you can master this concept. It may be a little bit confusing because conceptually if you are good, then okay. Otherwise, if you own the concept, it will be very easy. Now, already cash bill program I showed you, and you take its name as cash bill demo. Cash bill demo. Now I am talking about normal system, not GDB online compiler. Then what is the process? Actually, first at command line, you want to command line arguments means you have to execute it at command line. Command line. For this purpose, what you do? Java, a Java compiler. First, you take up compilation process. What is our program's name? Cash bill demo dot Java. Dot Java, you must write it is a Java program and it is a source code. So, by this way at command line, if you write, if your program does not have any errors, compile time errors, then it is compiled, and as a result of that, what is created? Dot class file is created automatically. That means cash bill demo dot class file is created automatically. If it is successfully completed, in which directory you place that, there you can find this one. In this, what is there? This is bytecode file. Bytecode means intermediate code. In other context, I explain that. You must know about this because in this I am not going to explain about that. Now compilation is over. Thereafter you have to interpret it. For interpretation purpose, interpreter is Java lowercase, and then what you have to write? Cash bill demo. You should not write Java because this is not source file. Okay. Now which inputs you are supposed to give the programs, you have to give it. Now same example only I am taking. Now what I have given? Pens 10 950. 950 F we need not give. Okay, otherwise you give also nothing wrong. Okay, like this, whatever argument, no prompt statements and all that. 10 arguments you have to give, all 10 arguments, leaving space, no commas, all that you have to give. If you give like this, these are provided to the program. How those are provided to the program? Now args, its type is string. Now how many arguments you have given? 3 arguments you have given. This is here pens, this is 10, this is 9.5. Actually, regardless of the type, this is string, this is integer, this is float. Regardless of its type, all these are converted as strings. That's why I put a layer. All these are strings. Now, all these strings are objects. String class means these are objects. That's why this is array of strings. Now what we are writing? String args we are writing. So this array, this is the array. Its name is args. Its type is string. What is this array? What is this? String array. String array. This is a string array. These are objects. Object, an array cannot hold object. An array can hold the reference of that. In the previous concept I explained to you what is object reference. This is object. This is object reference. This string array holds the object references. That means you take them as three kites. The strings are here. Okay. So in this manner you have to understand what is the purpose of strings, args and all that. So here one limitation you have to understand. Now 10 also transformed as a string, 950 also transformed as a string. Regardless of the type, everything is transformed as a string. Then what is the issue? If you want to display, no problem at all. Simple example I tell you. You have 3 chocolates. How many chocolates you have means you can show. Nothing wrong that. 3 chocolates you can show to others. But if you want to eat, then what you have to do? You have to remove the wrapper. Without removing the wrapper, you cannot eat. Suppose here you have to calculate amount. If you have to calculate amount means what should you do? This wrapper should be removed and then only multiplication should be done. You know that numbers into rate. If you will, then you get the amount. Then wrapper should be removed. For removing the wrapper, we have data type parsing methods are there. A little later I am going to explain. By using parsing methods, you can remove the wrapper, and that means it becomes int, it becomes float, actual float. Otherwise, before that, those are strings. So for this purpose, the corresponding method we have to use and remove the wrapper. Then it becomes actual 10. But we have to apply another parsing method. Then we have to remove that. Then it becomes actual float. Then only we can make operations. Then only you can get amount. This is the limitation. You have to understand that. Just theoretically I have explained. Now 3 programs I am going to explain. By that you can have complete clarity. One thing I am telling again, it may be boring to you, but unless you work out program, you never own the concept. Otherwise it will be Greek and Latin. If you are lazy, you are not fit for OCA JP exam. Okay, that point you have to understand and proceed.